Welcome to one of Alaska's most remote and breathtaking retreats. Nestled atop a sheer cliff where the rainforest meets the ocean, this is Granite Point. Accessible only by boat, or if you're feeling particularly audacious, by helicopter. These cabins have a front row view to the deep, ice-free waters of Resurrection Bay, surrounded by giant fields of ice and unbelievable wildlife. So whether you're a thrill seeker yearning for Alaskan immersion, or just curious what life looks like when comfort meets wilderness, this is your front row seat. Let's jump in. DJ has literally dropped me off on the side of the road with all of our stuff because in about 15 minutes we're gonna hop on a boat and go to a cabin that is only accessible by boat or by helicopter. And we're staying there for 2 nights. I am so excited. We've never done anything like this before, and I think it's just gonna be magical. I can't wait. Also, it's a completely beautiful day in Seward. We have so much stuff for 2 days. This is a bit absurd. The problem is the weather. The trip to Granite Point starts in Seward. How long it takes really just depends on the weather. Even though Resurrection Bay is one of the most protected stretches of water in Alaska, the waves here can get pretty big. Luckily, for most of the summer, the water stays pretty calm, making for a beautiful 30-minute ride out to Granite Point.
It's a lot of stairs.
We have only been here for 20 minutes, and we are so in love with this place. It is absolutely breathtakingly beautiful. Let me show you around. We're going to start with the view. And to help you take advantage of that incredible view, they give you a full table equipped with, wait for it, a fire pit. They also have lanterns all over the place. Just super handy because we are off grid here. This cabin does come equipped with a generator that you can run during not quiet hours. Does that make sense? Not quiet hours? What's the opposite of not quiet? Normal hours? And so you can charge your devices, do whatever you need to do, charge your camera because you're going to take like 4 million pictures, I promise you. So you also have views all over the place. Windows here, windows over there, coming around. Oh, look, more windows, which you want because these views are just ridiculously good. Just pretend like all of our stuff is in here, okay? We also have a cooler that oops, I know how these coolers work, I swear I do. They provide for you. All you have to do is bring your own ice. People before us were actually really nice and left us ice. We also have a handy dandy 2-burner Coleman and a ton of propane bottles to cook with. We have our front door that leads out to, oh look, more magnificent views. The rain catchment comes in through this hose. You don't want to drink this water because it's not been purified. However, they do provide potable water that has been purified. And if you need any more, you just have to ask. Also, something fancy you don't see in most off-grid cabins. They provided us with plates, bowls, mugs, glasses. I think there's even a champagne glass if you want it. Paper towels, books, games, bear spray, and if you stay here and you have non-perishable goods you just don't want to bring back with you, you can leave them for the next person. Looks like someone's left us a serrano chili pepper. Don't think that counts as non-perishable. Apple cider vinegar chips. There's coffee, sugar, some solo cups, all the basics. Very comfy couch from which you can enjoy that magnificent view, the world's cutest and smallest wood stove. And last but not least, if we go up here, you will find the bedroom. Up here we have a queen size bed that's comfy, cozy, and I'm sure when the wood stove is running, it is nice and toasty up here. At this point, you've seen the entire cabin, but you might be wondering, well, where do you go to the bathroom? It's a very good question. And for that, we need to go outside and check out the rest of the property. Let's take a little walk down the path and I will show you how it's done. Or maybe just where it's done. That's probably better. So there are a lot of things that are very Alaskan. Salmon, moose, and also outhouses, which is exactly what you get when it comes to facilities at Granite Point. If you're not familiar with an outhouse, it's a pretty simple setup. You have a composting toilet, a place for your paper to go when you're done, and that's pretty much it. That's an outhouse. I can see you. Can you see me?
Yes, just barely.
This outhouse is ventilated for your pleasure.
So Kate and I were just talking. We are sitting here where the blue dot is. I don't know if you can see it. Basically, we're on one side of Resurrection Bay, and on the other side is Harding Ice Field. It's like one of the largest ice fields in the world, I think. But we were discussing which glacier is which, because from here we can see like 4 different glaciers. It's pretty awesome. Pretty awesome. You leave me alone.
Probably really hard to believe that it's almost 8 o'clock at night. The sun is still shining. It is so bright. I actually feel like I'm getting burnt on this side of my face. It's crazy. But since it is so late, I think what we're going to do is make some food. DJ's going to get the generator started because we need to charge our cameras and all that good stuff. We were hoping that we would get like a really strong aurora forecast for tonight and tomorrow night. But I don't think that's going to happen. But maybe if we're lucky, we might be able to catch some star trails. You never know, though. Resurrection Bay is fickle. And out of nowhere, we could get a huge thing of sea fog. They call it sea fog?
That's what I would call it.
Sea fog? I think it's called sea fog. Anyway, we get a huge blast of sea fog that could come through, and or the clouds could just totally sock us in. So we're going to see what happens. I'm going to go start dinner.
Shipwreck
Sandwich, cheers.
in the dark,
Sorry.
far from the harbor,
You said you have the second part?
Yeah.
far from the start.
Not for quitters.
I lost my sails, I lost all direction, got caught in the veil. I didn't know love till you found me. I didn't know love, lost in the sea.
Good morning. It's about 8 a.m. DJ and I both just got up. He's got the coffee started. I'm just taking in the views. There's a little bit of sunshine peeking out over the glacier over there. And we think it's going to be a really, really good day.
Pretty blue skies over the ice fields right now.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Thanks for making coffee.
You're welcome.
It looks like it's gonna be a moody day, but then again, there's like some blue,
clear,
you know?
clear blue skies in some spots.
So we could get surprised.
And the water is really calm again today. It's just, I'm surprised at how calm it is.
Yeah. It's been so calm that we've seen like at least a dozen sailboats, which like you'll see ones and twos all summer long on the water, but not in the numbers we saw yesterday.
Just one right there, actually.
I know. It's crazy. So earlier when we were in town, there was a big ship, couldn't figure out what it was. And we Googled it, and it's an icebreaker from the U.S. Coast Guard. And it's just cruising on past. It's really cool. I've never seen one before.
I didn't know that the Coast Guard had their own icebreakers, to be honest with you. I don't know why I didn't know that, but I just never really thought about it.
It makes sense, though.
It does make sense.
The beauty of an off-grid cabin trip is embracing a simpler, slower, and more peaceful way of life. By disconnecting from the noise and the distractions of the modern world, you open yourself up to a deeper connection with nature and the magic unfolding all around you. It's a chance to step away from the everyday rush and enjoy experiences you don't often make time for, like sea kayaking. Granite Point sits tucked between two of the most pristine coves in Resurrection Bay, fully stocked with everything you need to get out on the water and set off on a day of adventure. Oh,
Yawning.
he's so tired. I think we woke him up from a nap. I think he was like, whoa.
He was definitely surprised.
I think he was sound asleep.
I think so too.
Kind of stopped paddling, got quiet, and then we both kind of floated towards each other, and we were trying to back paddle to give him some space, and I think one of the paddles just splashed a little loud, and he was like, wah! It was really funny. I kind of feel bad, though, but it was funny.
I can definitively say that's the closest I've ever been to an otter.
Poor
It's like
guy.
waking up with somebody strange, like a stranger in your bedroom.
Right? It's not nice. That was funny. That was really cool, though. The little puffin. Oh,
There you go.
he flew away. Spoiler alert. I was going to tell you my fun puffin fact. That sometimes puffins eat so many fish in one day that they get so heavy they can't fly. Hello, darling. You're gorgeous. Do not, under any circumstance, put me under that, please. All right, so we've made it back to Granite Point. It was a beautiful day on the water. We saw otters, eagles, puffins, sea lions, or a harbor seal. We're not sure which one. Loads of sea stars, jellyfish. It was amazing. Now we're going to go make something warm to drink and eat something because we're both absolutely starving.
I think that's gonna be enough.
Straight cruising, headed for a bruising, watching out for number one. You gotta slow down, look around you, son. Today is just today and not tomorrow. Where you're going, you can rest your head. Where you're going, brightness looks big. Where you're going, truth. Places like this are rare sanctuaries in a world that never stops moving, where the noise fades and we remember who we truly are. Saying goodbye is always the hardest part of any journey. But endings are also just new beginnings. Granite Point may no longer be beneath our feet, but its stillness, its magic, and the light it helped awaken within us will always stay.
A piece of our hearts remains here, quietly carrying its peace into the world beyond, reminding us to slow down, listen, and let our own light shine brighter.
Be hard working so you can be deserving of the rest that you are given.
Thank you so much for joining us on this adventure. We hope we brought you a little piece of Alaska right to your screen. If you liked this video, please click the like button and subscribe so you can get notified when we post our next video.